Hello, family, and welcome back to Dhuwanna Intuitive Healing. All right, so day before yesterday, I had a channeled message from the Most High God Source, and it was about seashells. And God wanted me to speak about seashells. So now that's what we're going to talk about today. What do seashells represent? So first of all, just starting off, I would like to say thank you everyone who tunes in, and thank you for supporting the channel. With that being said, we're going to talk about the symbolism of seashells and seashell meanings. So I was doing meditation on my throat chakra early in the morning, because that's when I do my meditations, literally before I actually get up. And first I was working on my solar plexus, and then I decided to work on my throat chakra. So as I went into my meditative state, God showed me a picture of a seashell on the ocean and a YouTube video with views in my head. That's what I saw in my mind's eye. So at that point, Spirit spoke to me and said, please do a video on seashells. So with that being said, right now we're going to speak about what do they represent. And to my surprise, when I looked up seashells, it literally spoke about seashells representing and healing the throat chakra. So you can actually put a seashell on your throat chakra. So I definitely knew that the message was from God, from Spirit, herself, and the message was supposed to be delivered. So with that being said, seashells are rich with symbolism, and they represent various concepts depending on the culture and the context. So let's dive into it. Well, first off, it represents life and fertility. Many ancient cultures associated seashells, especially those with spirals, with continuous cycles of life and birth and fertility, also due to their connection with the sea, which is often viewed as a source of life. And for the research, I noticed that it also represents love and goddess energy. It represents the planet Venus, which was a little surprising. I had no idea, but I guess that makes sense because it represents fertility and life. And it also represents goddess energy, Aphrodite, and the Roman Greek deity of love and beauty. There was a famous painting that also represented the seashell, which was the birth of Venus, Botticelli. It depicted a goddess emerging from the sea on a scalloped shell. And then I saw that it also represents protection. In some cultures, seashells are believed to offer protection. For example, they're used in feng shui, which I really had no idea, as a shield against negative energy. Similarly, in Hinduism, and I do a lot of Hindu mantras, so I guess it would make sense that would come to me because I was working on a chakra. And Hindus, they actually work with their chakra systems. So the conch shell, known as the shakor, is used in rituals and ceremonies. It represents purity, so they use it for the purifying properties. And it also represents wealth and prosperity. Who would have thought it? It's the cowrie shell in particular. Have been used as a form of currency in various parts of the world, symbolizing wealth and prosperity. And then there's another shell, which is the scallop shell. It represents pilgrimage and spirituality. It's a symbolism of migration. The Santiago's was like a major Christian pilgrimage. They had like a major Christian pilgrimage route that they took. And those pilgrims actually carried scalloped shells with them and used them to scoop water from wells, which makes sense. And then it also shows that seashells represents death and the afterlife. Some cultures, like the ancient Egyptians, buried their dead with seashells, seeing them as a tool to aid the journey into the afterlife. Also, in another sense, a more general sense, seashells were often symbolized, symbolizations for like the beach, the ocean, summer, and tranquility. Honestly, that's what I thought of when I saw it in the vision. I was like, okay, well, because I love seashells. I'm a June baby, so I'm a Cancer. I'm all about water. And they can also remind you of like happy times, like times you took a vacation or a special moment by the sea. Each type of seashell has its own specific meaning. So it just depends on what type of shell it is. Because I found out one of the seashells, it actually represents a romantic side. So who would have thought it? And this seashell is like represents a romantic meaning behind it that stems from an age-old myth and belief system. It's like mostly archonic connection is with the goddess Venus or Aphrodite in Greek mythology, who embodied love and beauty. Venus is often artistically depicted emerging from the sea on a scallop shell, tying seashells intimately with notions of romantic love. Furthermore, seashells inherit association with the sea, which symbolizes tranquility, harmony, and profound emotions, which amplifies their romantic implications. So with that being said, seashells represent a lot, and who would have thought it? I even ran across the meaning of like broken seashells. Broken seashells, white, often overlooked, carry symbolisms, meaning that they can be both profound and deeply personal. For some, these fragments symbolizes change and transformation, mirroring the way sea creatures break free from their old shells as they grow. They also embody resilience and survival, representing their journey and the harsh conditions they've weathered before reaching the shore. In their beautiful imperfections, broken seashells stand as a testament to the authenticity, reminding us of the beauty that lies within our lives and the flaws and the values of embracing our true selves. They may also symbolize healing and growth, akin to the Japanese art, where broken pottery pieces are lovingly repaired with gold. So, in this light, the broken seashell becomes a reminder that our cracks and mends are part of our history, not aspects to be hidden, but rather seen as markers of our unique journey, which I feel is really special. And it just ties like everything that you've been going through on your journey. Like, it just ties it all together. It just shows the seashell represents so many aspects of life, but one of the most profound aspects of life is the things that you've gone through. They didn't kill you, they didn't destroy you. It was just pieces of you, fragments of you that created different experiences to create the you that you are today. So it literally just shows how resilient you are. So if you've been seeing seashells, now you know why. This seashell is a symbolic representation of your strength and the prosperity and the wealth that's coming to you, and the beauty that you hold with inside of you and outside of you, and the pilgrimage you've taken spiritually. So it represents the spiritual growth that you've experienced through this lifetime. So kudos to you. You literally experience, I would say, a life after death. It shows transformation and tranquility. So congratulations. If nobody told you, pat yourself on the back because you deserve it. And then give yourself a hug and say, I love you. Anywho's, I'll leave you with this. May your blessings overflow all the days of your life on your highest timeline for all souls involved. Until next time, Ashe.